doing things for the first time ever. Spitting, jumping on furniture, giving up the afternoon nap. We turn to Dr. Joseph Gentry for a little advice disciplining toddlers without losing your cool. He's waiting in our green room right now. I cannot wait to hear what advice he has for us. Stay tuned after this quick break.
The Cadillac CTS Sports Sedan was designed with near-perfect weight balance.
Morning, okay? Every week we take a time out to see what parents are talking about. And Katie and I have 3-year-olds and almost 2-year-olds. And we have been texting each other at night like, I cannot believe Callie is doing this. And she said, don't worry, Kaya has been doing X, Y, and Z. And it's kind of our parent bonding to know that we're not going crazy and that our childs are not demons after all. Dr. Joseph Gentry is a behavior analyst. You run Gentry Pediatric Behavioral Services here in the Valley for 3 years. You've been doing this for 12 years. And you get a lot of parents coming to you saying, has my child become possessed?
And help me.
Yes.
Please.
Okay, because it's not just the terrible twos. Our kids went through the twos, and they were like, hey, we're in the clear. We've got some angels here. But then when the threes came along, I don't know. I don't know if it's exposure to things like daycare, demonic nieces and nephews. I don't want to blame it on them. Isn't it always easier for the parents to blame things? But things like spitting, jumping on furniture, screaming at the top of their lungs, and getting out of timeout.
Right.
The timeout chair used to work. Doesn't work anymore. What's going on?
We see a lot of eating issues too, not wanting to eat. Parents
Okay.
having a hard time with that. But I think what happens is at 3 years old, we're learning how to talk.
Yeah.
We're learning how to move around and investigate things. 4 years old, the same kind of thing. With every stage of development, we get more and more intelligent. And I think that's what we're dealing with when we're dealing with kids with new behaviors. Is they're watching everything, and we learn from watching. And so we go away for the weekend, and we see our cousin spitting on the ground, and we think it's fun, so we'll come back and we're going to do it. If it gets that same reaction, we're always going to keep doing it.
Okay, and that was hard for me because I was talking to Dr. Gentry over the phone, and I was like, yeah, we did go away for a weekend, and I think she picked up some behaviors from her older cousins, like the spitting, and you said just completely ignore it. Once we get back to our house, that was tough. That's tough to do because, believe me, here's the other problem. She's got a little brother, and she's teaching him to spit on the floor and things like that, and I feel like I got to at least intervene and say, we don't do this in our home. Should I just not even do that at all?
Well, it depends. Sometimes ignoring that first time that she spits on the floor at home, that very first time, she didn't get the reaction. She was getting a reaction with her cousin away for the weekend, but when she comes home, if that reaction isn't there, which is what she's seeking, she's not wanting to spit on the floor.
Yeah.
She's spitting on the floor to get you to
get
react.
some kind of reaction.
And without that reaction, spitting on the floor isn't that fun.
Real quickly, if they are getting out of timeout and just walking away, should we be like Super Nanny, pick them up, put them back, pick them up, put them back, until...
With as little reaction as possible.
Okay. Just like that.
Just like that. It's not easy all the time.
Take a deep breath. It was great. He goes, some 5% of the parents who come into my office, I tell them, this is just normal behavior.
Right.
It's just a toddler being a toddler. So thank you for coming in and being live with us this morning. He's got a website. If you'd like to learn more information, you can go to CBS5AZ.com and click the morning show news link. We've got it all for you there. Pat, see what you have to look forward to?
Well, it's your turn to tell it like it is. The CBS 5 action button.
On this Monday morning.
Nicole almost missed the beginning of this show because she and Katie were still in the green room talking to our child psychologist.
I am fascinated by this stuff because it seems like just when you're getting like, okay, I'm understanding this parenting thing, then kids change things up when they get older.
Darn kids
And
change.
seriously, if you're a parent out there, don't you think that terrible twos are mythical? It's the threes.
It's the threes.
I don't know. Okay, and then when Callie and Kai become 4, we'll be like, it was the 4s.
Nadine and I can just sit over here and go, did you have a nice relaxing weekend?